Liverpool, and I guess proceedings into Liverpool have to be via the wall of Liverpool, the great wall of Liverpool, which is our captain,
Yeah.
our leader, our manager on the pitch, I guess, the brains, the personality, the just the aura of Virgil van Dijk for another 2 years. I mean, the uplift that we were waiting for months and months and months, it finally came within a week, both of them extending.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you look at it, there's the way the club actually did VVDs, when as in like the media and everything, and some of the videos coming out. Man, he treated as such a massive, big deal. Like, I mean, so great to see how they treated it. The wall of the pictures and stuff as he walks in, like, oh my God, it's insane. And I love that he was given that respect. I think I quote tweeted you yesterday and said should have been the captain from the day he walked into the club.
Yeah,
In my opinion, over Henderson, after what Henderson did it as he left. And I was a big Henderson fan when he first joined us and stuff. But as VVD came in, you knew, everybody could see he was the alpha male of the squad. He should have got it the seat this summer after he joined. So yeah, VVD done so much for us, changed us from that club that was conceding loads or not good defensively. As soon as he joined, we went up a level, man. Like, we just became Champions League finalists the same season. As soon as he joined, it just changed everything.
the
So
levels just went.
yeah, he's a game changer. He's a level lifter, as you could say. I mean, he's the I mean, he's going to go down in Premier League history as one of the greatest, one of the greatest Premier League centre backs, maybe arguably the greatest. So I just first Dutch captain to pick up to captain a team to win a Premier League. He's going to get his own records with this season, and I'm so glad we've got him for 2 years. And I think Joyce said he's got indications that he wants to continue after that as well. So I think Liverpool have wanted to. I think both of them maybe wanted longer, but Liverpool wanted to see how they're doing in the next 2 years, and if they are still doing good and producing numbers, they'll probably stay for a yearly rolling contract after that, most likely at 34, 35, or whatever he will be then, 36 maybe at that point. I don't know, but
But it's the sensible way of doing things. Look, at the end of the day,
and I'm glad that they listened and
100%.
accepted it, because they could have said F off. I want to go for a 3-4 year deal somewhere and get more money. They could have.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. It had to come to a sensible resolution, and it took its time, but it didn't really. I know we were madly frustrated. Some were panicking, some were worried, and maybe some had rightful reasons to be panicked and stressed out. As I said to you many times on every show, I'm not. I definitely expect them to get done. But it's and the reason why I wasn't worried or stressed out was it's not affecting them in terms of their performance and their commitment and their desire on the pitch. It wasn't affecting the teammates. It wasn't affecting our title. Push, charge, call it what you want. That's when it becomes problematic. If in any stage it became toxic, it was very respectful. A couple of plays in the media from Mohamed Salah, that's fine. We weren't ever going to fall for his plays. We know how
I
Michael
think they were
Edwards
media
operates.
trained, by the way. I honestly think they were media
That's
trained.
fine. Maybe.
They were. I honestly, to this day, still believe they were protecting Trent. All of them, the club, them two, because they were not. He was the only one who wasn't sure about staying.
Well,
And
there's
was
the story.
delaying.
Well, obviously the stories or rumors or whatever the conspiracy theorists were always suggesting that those two will get done. It's just they're trying to give Trent the utmost time. And look, as far as we know, factually speaking, Trent hasn't told Liverpool that he's
Wow.
off.
I thought.
So I don't know what to make of it.
Because them two signed, like they got announced. I assumed he had, but if he hasn't, and that's what your info is telling you or news is telling, because I haven't got any info on it, then fair enough. Then I mean, some
But
people there's a 5% chance that he might still sign.
No, look, we will anticipate. We will anticipate him going and moving. The journalists, I'm talking the tier one journalists, the reliable guys,
Hmm.
have all indicated that there is nothing signed with Real Madrid. There's nothing agreed with Real Madrid.
Hmm.
Right? At the end of the day, he hasn't, as far as a couple of them that I've spoken to as well, has he told Liverpool officially that he's joining Real Madrid at the end of the season? But
No.
I don't think it's at the top of our minds right now. I don't think it's the conversation that we want to be having right now. We want to be glorifying in these two actual legends of this iconic club. Two guys that are very, very difficult, Gags. This is like us choosing your favorite child.
Hmm.
And that question that everyone asks, who has been the more, what's the word you want to use for the question that I'm going to ask?
I know what you're saying.
Influential, important.
I will want to get there. I want you to just cover this first, though.
Mhm.
From YNWA, it appears players are earmarked, and both Mo and VVD are aware of the targets and quite upbeat about it, of the reason they signed. What would you think of that comment from You Never Walk
I
Alone?
think it will be normal process in any business where there's a hierarchy and seniority, like Virgil and Mo. If there was to be new recruits, again, we'll use the simple analogy of any high level business. If there are new recruits to be brought in very important roles and positions, then you'd expect the ownership to be speaking with the senior members and getting their views and opinions. At the very least, just letting them know we have these plan of action. So, for example, if the senior members of any business were looking to leave and in two minds, then you'd expect the ownership to discuss forward planning plans with them. And I think that's the same with Liverpool Football Club. We would have Slot with Edwards and Hughes would have said, "Hey Mo, hey Verge, this is a situation. We're looking to build and strengthen in role X, position Y, and maybe not getting their thoughts, but just letting them know. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'm
Yeah,
not saying they're getting their opinions. Like, what do you think, Verge? Do you think player
yeah,
X is a
no,
good signing? No, because I think we're a bit too not arrogant, confident in our own ability to recruit
yeah.
without the need for getting players' opinions per se, if you know what I mean. But just letting them know this is our plans, this is how we're going to move forward. And hearing that, it's very, very evident that Mo and Virgil liked what they heard.
And yeah, I agree. I think they kind of know what's going on, and they must be bought in on something, because signing. One of the things I think Verge was really adamant about last summer was, we need players. We need players. Like, you could hear him say it in thingy. We've got someone who's swearing at us in the chat. Let's ban them first.
It's okay, yeah,
Um,
but random. Have you learned how to make mods? Because Jatin should be a mod. Real Talk
not
should be a
yet.
mod.
Not yet. I need to talk to
Oh,
I
it's very
think
easy. You just click on their name and you can just choose them as moderators, and they'll look after the chat.
okay, I'll try and
Yeah,
sort.
it's very easy.
What I was going to say, let's go back to your. I totally agree with you. I hope we are signing some great players. It would be such an exciting summer if so, like a great one. One where we're on a high, and having this great league title win, and then signing players would be just amazing. You asked me a quick question though about choosing between Mo and VVD in terms of who's the most influential, impactful, whatever. If I wanted to sit on the bench like I normally do, on the fence like I normally do, I'd say both. But because you're going to say you can't do that, Gags, that's not the rule. You need to pick one. If you say what's my favorite, like if I have a favorite, because I'm gonna be biased towards my favorite, then my biased opinion is Mo Salah. One, because I love that, you know, a Muslim player and someone from Arabic, like that side of the world, is excelling in such a way, showing the way for the world, and just being this beacon of light and energy for everything. And also because he's just phenomenal in terms of goal scoring and everything else. Like there's layers to him, and maybe I've got a bias towards that, that side of it. I mean, obviously Virgil's coloured as well, but it's he's not a white guy. But I just think it's yeah. There's other. I don't know. I'm very much biased towards Mo Salah. Thank you for the super chat. You never walk around. Really appreciate it. If you had left a comment, we could have read it out, but it's blank. But yeah, I'm probably biased towards Mo. I love him. I just always want the best for him. I really, yeah, I would have been very sad if he had left this summer. I was ready for it. I was, kind of expecting that he might, but he's just one of the greatest modern. I think he's the best winger in Premier League history. There's no one who's done it. Look at the numbers. Look at everything he's achieving. I can't believe he's achieving the numbers he's achieving this season. In comparison to, he's probably better than all of his other seasons. I'm just, I'm in awe of him. It'll be a sad day when he goes. I am so relieved that we've got him for 2 more years. And whoever we sign as a striker this summer, because we will sign some forwards, they will be signing because they want to play with this man. And, if there's anything close in our history to getting I know Suarez was very close, so like the Messi and the Ronaldo-esque type player, unfortunately didn't stay with us for a long time. But this is our elite level forward that we can go down in history and say, like,
and be proud of. Yeah, he's one of our own. He's proud of. Look, as I said, it's like picking your favorite child. Yeah, you love them equally and you love them all. And Virgil van Dijk, we don't need to pick one and it meaning we're downplaying the other in any way, shape, or form. But in terms of the raising of levels and the breaking of records and just the sheer volume and consistency of work and from where he came from, because that is important. Virgil came from Europe, then to Scotland, then to the Premier League. So he had a bit of the pathway was more defined.
No, I think they both had hard times. Like, I think Virgil talked about how he used to cycle into training for
No.
miles.
I'm not talking about that. No, I'm talking about language, the acclimatization, the continent, the weather. Yeah, you see. Whereas Mohamed Salah came from Africa, basically, total different continent.
And then Mo's and Sadio's stories were close, right? Like, I mean,
exactly. And also, Virgil's trajectory was always up, where Mohamed Salah had a dip at Chelsea. Yeah. And so that rebuilding part, I think, played with a few heartstrings. I love the comeback story. Everyone's talking about Remontada, the Real Madrid Spanish version of, people know what I'm talking about. I butchered the name. But the Mohamed Salah Remontada has been brilliant. And we love it that it's been at Liverpool Football Club. So
but he's had that at Liverpool as well, like the Real Madrid final when he got hurt, and then the next year he scores the first goal in the final. That was so emotional for me because I was so hurt by him getting injured in the year before. And when I'm in the stadium in Madrid watching it and he scores a penalty, I'm in tears because I'm like, I love him so much. He gave us so much joy in a couple of seasons already that I was just like, wow.
He deserved. It was like, how many scripts has this guy written? Like, how many scripts and to score the winning goal? Well, the opening goal in the Champions League final after the amazing displays, and let's not forget the displays that he put in the knockout stages, in the quarterfinals, in the semi-finals. Sensational goals, sensational performances against City, against Roma, against I can't remember the other team that was. Mine's gone blank. Brilliant performances, and of course Virgil, captain. And I agree with you. I actually agree. I read your tweet about the captaincy thing, and I totally agree. He should have been made captain way before he actually was given. But obviously, Jurgen didn't want to upset the apple cart and sort of take it away from, Jurgen's a people's man. He understood the politics.
He was. I understand it. I respect it from Jurgen. Absolutely.
But I respect Virgil's stance as well, though. The way he was very cool about it, didn't let him get to him, anything. No. We never heard any kind of bitterness or.
They then created a leadership group instead, where you saw that Milner, Verge, Ginny, and Robert were all in that like kind of, you know, leadership
Was you
group.
surprised? Was you surprised that Salah wasn't in that? What's that about?
No, not really. I don't think you would. I think Salah's taken time to grow. I think, you know,
Mm,
at the time I would have thought Sadio more than Salah because Sadio was way more emotional on the
yeah,
coaching staff.
yeah, true,
Do you get what I
true.
mean? Like I
Good
did
point.
at the time. I think Mo's taken time, like not from a performance perspective. It's always been high, but
Mm,
from a settling and getting the respect and with the team and then becoming that, put it on my shoulders and take you all. That's come in the last 3 years, I think, 3, 4, really, especially when we've had the hard times, when we've been through injuries. And he's come out and said, no, we should be doing better than this. And he's kind of worn his heart on his sleeve and taken the fans and said the things that fans want to hear sometimes, like even if it's harsh, that we should be doing better than this.
yeah.
You know, he'd come out and make a tweet, very, very sorry about this. We should be doing better than that. Like he said, this club should be winning titles every
Well,
time.
right now, people are quoting his tweet from this time last year, pretty much, where
Remind
he's
me of that. What was it?
well, people in the chat, bring it up. Ali, you're active in the chat. Can you find the Mohamed Salah quotes from last year, word for word, where he says, I apologize, or I'm very sorry for the season we've had. This team is built to win trophies, blah, 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 blah. And I promise you, I will do. I think he said, I promise you, I will do anything, or we will try our best. I can't remember. We will try our best to make sure that we come back with the league title or, trophies. And he was a man of his word, Gags.